this year. You got to think that revenge is undoubtedly going to be a point of emphasis for the Badgers, even though there's so many new wrestlers.
Yeah, coming off of a season as poorly as it went last year, you know, there was the rebuild. There was a lot of medical issues going on, but it's just been exactly what you'd hope for as a Badger wrestling fan.
Match number 1 on top here at the Fieldhouse. Nicola Rivera against Curtis Nelson. Rivera, number 10 in the nation at that 125 weight class. Redshirt freshman from Stoughton, Wisconsin. Driven down early on. Curtis Nelson, the freshman, showing some aggressiveness out the gate here, Sean.
Yeah, early escape by Rivera. Good blast double to start by Nelson. Scrambling opportunity here with Rivera. Looking for some ankles.
And this is not really a position we see Rivera in too often.
No, but you know he's comfortable there. Fantastic scrambler Rivera is. For a danger zone here. Just got to get his ankle out. Nelson with a high single.
You can see Nelson trying to chop him down with that right foot.
Good wrestling on the eye here by Rivera. Just got to prevent that Nelson's left hand from reaching across, doubling up and getting his takedown. Nelson looking to drag him back in here.
And Nelson just 3-6 on the year. Sean, this feels like nothing short of an ambush right now for one of the nation's best.
Yeah, starting strong here. Clean blast double out the gate and just good hips, good scrambling by Curtis Nelson.
Rivera undefeated 8-0, back on his feet.
Looking to set up a potential fireman's carry here. Trying to defend the front headlock series by Nelson.
And what do you think, what kind of approach do you think Nelson will bring right now? He's got the lead. Do you think he's going to try and add on here or try and maintain what he's got? Where do you think his head's at?
Oh, absolutely. You just got to keep adding points against Rivera. He's a big throw. He's not a very big throw, but if he needs to, Rivera's very dominant there. So to get these points early and wear out Rivera, something Rivera hasn't seen yet this season, it's going to fare well for Nelson.
Rivera, such a terrific wrestler overall, an unconventional style. He's so wiry, an unorthodox style, but obviously it's worked. Came very close to advancing past the blood rounds last year and has only improved.
Yeah, very good reattacks here too from Rivera. Looking to get out of that front headlock here. Quick little duck by Nelson, gets to the legs. Rivera looking for a whizzer.
Rivera's coming off a 12-0 major decision.
Oop. 3-point takedown for Nicola Rivera on the go behind.
He has retaken the lead, and now a crucial 29 seconds. Nelson hunting for an escape to keep it even.
Looking for a cheap tail here is Rivera.
And 3 swipes for the hometown kid. He has retaken the lead.
Little risky endeavor there, going for that roll through tilt, but hey, whatever works, works.
Well, why was that risky, Sean?
Well, he exposed his back, almost got caught for a bit there, but he's a funky wrestler who should pull himself out of there.
It's been a fun one so far. Some fireworks out the gate as we head to period 2.
Really, that's what happens when you open up with the lightweights. Some quick, some fun, some scrambles.
And Rivera, he really does just feel like the hook for getting folks in the building. So great seeing him start out these meets.
Yeah. As you said earlier, hometown kid.
Yep.
Went to high school about 15 to 20 minutes away from here. And as I was wrestling in high school, I've heard horror stories, campfire stories about this Nicola Rivera. He's lived up to the hype this year. Looking for a reversal here.
Yeah.
Hits the switch.
Made it all the more impressive the way Nelson attacked Rivera early on, but a quick reversal. And Rivera right back in the spot that he's used to, a comfortable lead.
Keeps working that roll through tilt. That's how comfortable he is on top. Working that claw. He's got that 2-on-1. See if he can transition here for some back points.
I felt like Nelson was on top throughout most of the start of period 1, but now ride time over a minute in favor of Rivera.
Got to start strong, but the better wrestler will come out on top. Rivera getting some more swipes here. Fortunately, Curtis Nelson gets the reversal.
Yep.
That's what I was talking about earlier with those dangerous roll-through tilts. Not always successful. Curtis Nelson working for the claw right now. 25 seconds remaining in the second period. Little near side ankle ride for Curtis Nelson. Let's see if Rivera can get an escape within the last 10 seconds. Got some short time here. Roll attempt by Rivera. Stop short in the short sit position.
Well, Sean, we talked about how unorthodox Rivera can be. I think we saw a lot of that in period 2.
Love to see it.
Yep.
Some of the most entertaining wrestling you'll see will be coming from Nikolai Rivera.
You got to think that head coach Chris Bono, he kind of holds his breath a little bit, though, sometimes. And you're rolling around like that. Those blades are touching the mat.
Oh, yeah. Giving up those easy points is not what you want to do. You're up 12-5. You've got a solid lead. It's just risky wrestling, but, you know, if you're Nikolai Rivera and you're comfortable there, let it fly.
This Badger team feasts on bonus points.
Duck under attempt here by Curtis Nelson. Nikolai's got the bundle, looking for the single leg. He's got the single leg. Finish the back, just got to take him down to the mat, and he's got his 3 points.
He was down 3-0. Now it's 15-5. No panic to the name of the redshirt freshman.
Bono telling him to keep Nelson inbounds. Rivera's working for a pin here on the edge of the mat. And they're out of bounds. Back to the middle with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the third period. Looking for Rivera to close out the match.
Minute 12 left. Think he has tech fall in his mind here, Sean?
I think he's got it in him, but walking back to the circle, he looked a little tired. So
Heavy breaths from both. It has been scrappy to say the least.
switch off the whistle for Curtis Nelson, looking for that Granby. Well, if he's not careful with his shoulders, Rivera could stack him up. Nikolai Rivera looking for the coffee grinder. Nelson with the short sit. Back on top is Rivera. Curtis Nelson, fighting hands, looking to get his hips under him, stand up. There he goes. Fighting hands, and he got his escape. Curtis Nelson with the 2-on-1. Nelson looking for the go behind, and he's got it.
Curtis Nelson continuing to fight with under 30 seconds left.
If Rivera gets this escape in the next 10 seconds, he could secure him. Oh. Interrupt myself. Rivera on near his back, excuse me. Fighting. Just looking to stay alive here and finish out the match. Curtis Nelson trying for that pin. He's got the armbar.
And Rivera will claim the victory. But what a showing by Curtis Nelson. He gave Rivera all he could handle in the first seconds and the last.
Rivera looks absolutely gassed.
Yes.
It took a minute getting up there.
For Wisconsin, number 7, Zan Fugit. Number 27, Gable Strickland.
Ooh, physical hands here by Gable Strickland.
Fugit 7-1 on the year. Strickland 7-4. And Fugit was the talk of the college wrestling world. It's not quite in the way he wanted to. An upset loss while at Army. He was leading with 15 seconds left, 4-1, but a takedown.
Followed by another takedown and
Yep.
sudden victory to seal it. Heartbreaking stuff, but sometimes you need those early failures to put it in perspective. You got to keep working. Can't get too comfortable. And as we're saying that, Zan scores the early 3.
It was just so crazy that Army match, how quickly it was over for Fugit. At 147, both wrestlers neutral position, and by 145, it was over. That was Eric Bergang, too.
Yeah, trouble pronouncing that name,
No,
Mr.
I got
Vince?
it, man.
Got it? All right.
Yeah, he just got a hand behind Fugit's head, and that was all he needed to get Fugit to the mat and claim a major upset victory.
Yeah. Strickland standing up here. Fugit looking for the mat return on the edge of the mat. Trying to lift. Good edge wrestling here by Fugit. Returning back to the circle with 1 minute and 36 seconds left on the clock. Strickland still down.
And Wyatt Henson coming off a 21-5 tech fall against Scott Johnson.
Fugit taking his time covering. Switch off the whistle for Strickland, right into a stand-up. Fighting hands. Fugit looking to roll him backwards into his sit position. Ends up on top. Strickland taking his time, standing up, one leg at a time. Fugit breaks him down. Stand up once again by Gable Strickland.
Oh, Strickland wants that escape, but Fugit just not giving it to him.
Absolute grinder on top here. Strickland up once again. Can he break his hands? And Fugit keeps him down. Just a hammer on top here.
Yeah, you can see that.
Keeping his toes in as long as possible. Good mat wrestling here by Zan Fugit.
That gets a strong ovation from the crowd on hand.
True appreciation of the underrated spots of wrestling.
Should mention that this will be a double header for the Badgers. That'll be interesting to see how that factors into everything. We take down Ohio Valley University, or pardon me, Utah Valley University as soon as this one is done. And do you think that that's enough of a layover for the Badgers to get themselves back after how exhausted, I mean, Rivera in particular looked after that first meet?
Yeah, Rivera didn't look happy with himself at all. Luckily, though, first match of the duel gives him some time to recuperate, recalibrate, get some food in him, get some liquids. Should be in a good spot after that. 18 seconds here left in the first period.
And Strickland has been spending the past minute and a half
Fighting,
trying to get that escape.
Fighting
Got 10
for
seconds
his life.
left to do it.
Fugit rolls around, stays on top. Accumulated over 2 minutes of riding time. What a period for Zan Fugit.
No doubt. Does that exhaust Fugit, though, at all?
Oh, I would say it's worth it. Don't get me wrong, all of wrestling is tiring.
Yeah.
But it's obviously more tiring if you're Strickland. You know, you stand up, you do all that work to get to your feet. Fugit, locks his hands, drops you back to your hip, and you're gonna start all over. Fugit here on bottom.
Yeah, he's the man hunting for the escape.
Fighting hands here. Good hip. Continuing to sit out, continuing to hip heist. Don't reach back, Zan Fugit. Keep looking for that far ankle, looking for that standing switch. Strickland has Fugit on his stomach.
This really does feel like a juxtaposition from what we just spent the last 3 minutes watching here, Sean.
Oh, for sure. Strickland with the armbar on the edge of the mat. See what he can make from it. Switches to a crossface, and he's out of bounds.
Ooh.
Dangerous territory. For somebody losing 3-0, Strickland looks awfully confident.
No, it's the mentality you got to bring, no doubt.
Absolutely. Fugit looking less comfortable than Strickland, but as we've seen before, he's never out of this match.
You got to think that when you lose with so little time left, you got to adjust your perception. You're number 3 wrestler in the nation. You get upset, and suddenly you're down a little bit. But Fugit, you got to think that he's been refocused. He was terrific last time out, and now he has a chance to earn himself a ranked victory.
Yeah, part of that sweep against that Hofstra, who is no slouch, but putting up 0 points against the Badgers is just emblematic of how well their season has been.
Wisconsin starting 5-0 on the year. They won 5 total matches last year.
Big mat return here by Gable Strickland. Got a half here for Strickland to see what Zan does to defend it. Looking to get to his feet here, moving those hips. Potential Granby roll. Fugit almost exposing his back. Strickland has 2 boots in. He might have got too high. Short time here, and Fugit gets the reversal.
What a job by Zan Fugit. Spent the entire second period trying to earn an escape. Instead, he gets a reversal. It is a 5-0 match.
Yeah, big thing to note here, though. Strickland wore down a minute and a half at least of his riding time, so Fugit now is inconsiderable riding time. Doesn't have that extra point locked up.
Yeah, I believe we're going to have a challenge.
The brick is on the mat
Scott
for
Moore.
Lockhaven.
Let's take a listen. Well, in the meantime, 5-0, but did you catch what that challenge was?
Off the top of my head, I would assume it's possession or loss of control. You know, one of those funky little boots in scrambles, see about when the exchange happened, who's really in control. But not quite sure what the Lockhaven coaching staff is challenging. Fugit very well ended up on top. It could have been locked hands, but...
You know, Scott Moore, one of the best in the biz, won the MAC last year. His 13th season now, eyeing up his 100th dual victory. It's got to be nice, though, leading out the meet, because I'm sure that these coaches, that a lot of times they use their brick very early on, so it's good to be on the receiving end of that and get that extra point of emphasis, because a lot of times by the time the heavyweights are going, that challenge is not there.
Oh, for sure. Especially in a match like the heavyweights, where it could truly go either way.
And Lockhaven, mentioned they beat the Badgers last year, and something that Coach Bono said about Lockhaven, just have a tradition, or an incredible culture, great tradition of success. And we'll have ourselves an overturn.
Fugit must have pulled Strickland's headgear. Technical violation, excuse me. That's 5-1. Fugit is up. 1 point being awarded for the headgear pull. Oh, and they take the reverse off the board as well. Oh, I understand. So instead of Fugit getting that reversal, Lockhaven's coaches challenged the reversal, saying Fugit actually pulled Strickland's headgear. So instead of Strickland giving up the reversal and Zan Fugit getting the 2 points, whenever there's one of those technical violations, they have to stop the match. You know, biting, headgear pulling, all that stuff. So since that occurred before the reversal, Strickland gets the 1 point. Fugit does not get the reversal.
Thanks, Sean. And that challenge does just flip everything about this match, because I felt like that Fugit was trying to pull away, but now Strickland a takedown away from taking the lead.
Yeah, start of the third period here. Strickland going down, Fugit giving the optional start, cutting him as soon as the period starts. Now we're on our feet. Looking for Strickland to get a takedown in the match, or Fugit to stay on top. Riding time not currently a factor.
Fugit got the takedown early on. Strickland was unable to earn the escape. But now things are separated by razor-thin margins here in the third.
Fugit looking tired here, Vince.
Yeah.
Strickland controlling the center of the mat. Ooh, high crouch attempt by Strickland, gets deep. Fugit looking for over-under defense. He's got a deep underhook on the right side. Strickland in control of that left elbow. And they push away and start back. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Low single attempt by Strickland. And Fugit fighting for what he's got. Shelf by Strickland up to his feet.
Strickland, 30 seconds left to earn the takedown.
Reaching for that second leg. Ankle whizzer here by Fugit. Fighting on the edge of the mat. He's got to get his left foot back. Create as much space as possible. Just like that. Good splits here by Fugit. Back on his feet. And he limp legs his leg out of there.
Ooh, Strickland came oh so close, and now with 7 seconds left.
Good mat
He's
wrestling there
yeah.
Good mat wrestling by Fugit. You know, knowing where you're at, staying out of bounds. Strickland has 7 seconds to get the takedown. Let's see if he can do it. Slide by attempt. Hip toss attempt.
Ooh, Strickland sold out, but Fugit was ready, and he claims a 3-2 win. Wisconsin up to 6-0 on the mead. This back-to-back exciting matches to get us going here, Sean.
Yes.
Last year, Lock Haven had 3 of their wrestlers win the MAC, and he is the lone who has returned. Already some aggression early on and a quick takedown.
Hansen setting the pace with a quick takedown and a cut. Back on her feet here within 10 seconds.
Exford 5-4 on the year.
Over-unders here for both wrestlers. Clear out of that. Outside high crotch for Wyatt Henson. Looking to finish, elevate the leg. Looking to dump outside, and he secures his 3-point takedown. Switch attempt by Exford, get to his feet. Looking to create space on the edge of the mat, and we've got an escape for Carson Exford.
Henson coming off a 21-5 tech fall against Scott Johnson.
Ooh, blast double here by Wyatt Henson. Another blast double by Wyatt Henson. This one goes through. Another 3-point takedown for Henson.
It has been an offensive onslaught so far. And right now, Sean, if you're Exford, just what do you do in this spot?
You just got to keep working. Always keep your head up on bottom. You know, head down, go down. Especially in a match like this, it's obviously not fun for you if you're Carson Exford, but just got to focus on one thing at a time, and that first thing is getting up and getting on your feet.
Already 3 takedowns for Henson in the first 90 seconds.
Working out of bounds here. 1 point red. Locked hands on green. Didn't quite see that, but obviously we don't always have the best angle.
Yeah, no challenge either.
1 minute and 23 seconds left in the first period. Carson Exford on bottom. Little knee slide to a stand up. Good ride here by Henson. Henson really looking to dig out that wrist. Exford here looking to clear hands and get to his feet. Just about free here. Got to fight some hands and he's out of there. But Henson does a good job bringing him back down to the mat.
It's been a common theme throughout the 3 rounds. Just a challenge of earning those escape points.
Yeah, just some grueling top wrestling here. A lot of claw rides, a lot of wrist control. It's just been very brutal today to get out from the bottom. .25 seconds remaining in the first period. Wyatt Henson 9, Carson Exford 3.
See if Exford has one last move to try and salvage an escape, but Henson in full control.
Short time here, and Henson is going to walk away from the first period with over 2 minutes of riding time and a 6-point lead.
2:14 to be exact. That could not have gone much better for the reigning MAC champion.
Lock Haven goes neutral. Early shot here from Exford. Quick sprawl by Henson. Exford keeping that short arm tucked into his body. Henson got the underhook. Back on her feet.
And you think with his team down 6-0 early on, Henson's going to show some extra aggressiveness to get some bonus points here, Sean?
Oh, absolutely. These are close duels. You know, Lock Haven beat Wisconsin last year. They're looking to do it again, but obviously not the same Wisconsin team from last year. So Henson's trying to put the team on his back a little bit, score some bonus points. See if Exford can handle it.
Henson, the highest ranked wrestler on this squad. Almost midway through period number through. Henson pulled the trigger early on. But we have stayed at 9-3.
Stalling against Exford. Got to work on circling in towards the center of the mat. Shot here by Henson. Excuse me, shot here by Exford. Reshot by Henson. Outside sweep by Henson. Looking to finish. Hand fighting on that whizzer. Henson shelves the leg. Looking for the cradle, doesn't get it. And pulls him back and collects his 3. Dangerous if you're Exford. Almost gave up a couple unnecessary near fall right there.
Henson leading by 9 with 18 seconds left in period 2. A risky maneuver pays off well for him.
Short time and Henson just keeps racking up those riding time seconds.
Up to 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Almost half of the match, Vince.
Yeah.
Exford chooses bottom.
When you're in this spot, Sean, you're extra. You thinking about battling back or avoiding the tech fall? Where do you think his mind's at?
Well, normal protocol is always go down. Especially at a high level as we are, you always go down because you know you can get up. So once you get up, like Exford has just done, speak of the devil, you look for a big move here. Currently in over-unders. Maybe anticipate a lat drop from Exford, see if he could pull something out of thin air. Low single attempt by Henson. Push away, move back to the center. 1.5 minutes remaining in the third. Henson has just been controlling the hand fight this whole match.
Exford, not much of a window to operate. Needs a takedown to get this
good
back
reshot.
down to a decision.
It's going to work on keeping his head up, bringing those feet in, looking to sit the corner, and Henson will scurry around for the 3-point takedown. Quick cut here by Henson, looking for the tech fall. He just needs one more takedown, and to end on top, that'll bring him to 18 to, oh, excuse me, I misspoke. He'll need a little bit more than that.
Yep. Would need 2 takedowns or a near fall, but certainly capable of getting either one.
Deep shot by Henson. Gets the 3.
Now will he let him up? Sure enough.
Needs one more, looking to finish off with a tech fall. Fireman's, and gets that final takedown.
And there you have it. Wisconsin led 6-0 after 2, but it is back to a 1-point deficit.
Dominant showing by Wyatt Henson. Tech fall, 21-6. Over 3 minutes of riding time.
Exford, you could tell he was in survival mode just from the first whistle.
Yeah. Seems to be the storyline for him this year. 5 of his last 6 victories were tech falls, and the only one that wasn't was a major decision.
Kapusta tech fall as well, 21-4 against Matthew Smith. And for Lock Haven, they were down early in their meet to start the MAC season, but won their last 8 and earned a convincing victory.
Yeah, just some action doesn't always apply to just football, Vince. Some equal collar tie work from these two folks. Pushing away. Ooh, mean club by Zargo.
Zargo was injured last year, but Coach Bono has said that he's just put a tremendous amount of trust into his coaching staff, called him a leader, whether he wants to do it or not. The redshirt senior, 6-1 on the year. Kapusta, 7-1.
Slide by here by Kapusta.
This just has to be so exciting for Zargo after dealing with major injury last year. Just you never know, as a coach or maybe as a wrestler as well, how you're going to exactly look when you're back on the mat, but he has picked up right where he's left off.
Absolutely, especially something, like your hips, arguably the most important body part on you in wrestling. But no, he's exactly what you said. He picked off right where he left off. Some dominant showings early on in the season.
Kapusta, the redshirt sophomore. A lot of success early on in his career. I think he's going to be a staple of this Bald Eagle program for years to come as they continue to battle for MAC championships.
1 minute remaining in the first. Ooh, early takedown here by Zargo. And a quick cut as well. Zargo looking for another leg attack, and he's got a deep single leg. Kapusta with the whizzer. Bono creeping up on the edge of the mat there.
You see him on the right side of your screen.
There we go.
An active coach, to say the least. He's pleased with the effort that Zargo has put on display. The quick cut works to perfection.
Claw right here for Zargo. Looking to score some quick near fall on the edge of the mat. Very thorough ride here by Joseph Zargo to close out this first period.
Final seconds ticking down, and it's a ranked battle, but Zargo, so far, he has been the aggressor.
Yeah, Zargo just looks very, very confident on his feet. You can tell by the way he walks, all the way down to his posture. Sometimes you got to be that demon when you're on that wrestling mat.
And what do you think the fix is here for Kapusta?
Just got to get working. Got to set up your own shots. These hand fighting situations have been very similar. They're both working pretty well, but Zargo's just been able to get to his shots a lot easier. Just like that. Very quick to the outside single leg. Whoop, almost secures the takedown.
Kapusta able to shrug off what would have been the third takedown for Joseph Zargo.
Looking for an elbow pass here is Zargo. Looking for a shuck is Zargo. Almost into an okie-chokie. Yes, Vince, that is a real wrestling move. Hand fighting in the center here by both wrestlers. Snap down here by Zargo. Looking for that far ankle, gets it. Turns the corner, hooks the ankle. Nothing yet. Zargo's looking to lock up a cradle. Instead settles for the takedown. Once again, Zargo cuts Kapusta. Slide by on the edge of the mat here. Unsuccessful.
And Zargo's done that. 2 of his 3 takedowns. That just got to be a showcase, that confidence we were talking about before, Sean.
Yeah, it's all his attacks all day long. 8 minutes isn't a long time, but when you're stuck in that mat with Zargo, you're gonna be there for a ride. It's just so many motion attacks, so many elbow passes, your sucks, your slide bys, your outside singles. You just can't keep up with him.
You think that strategy to cut someone, is that his decision or Coach Bono's?
I would say that's his decision. He can clearly handle it. Looking for another cradle here. And again settles for the 3-point takedown. 13-3 here, 20 seconds remaining in the second period. Kapusta is fully broken down, head down. We might see another stall call here. Working in favor for Joe Zargo. Crossface. He's looking for that crossface cradle. Does he have enough time to get it? Unfortunately not.
Joseph Zargo is back and better than ever for the Badgers, leading by 10 in period 3.
Chooses neutral for the third period. No shocker there.
You got to think this would be a big momentum flip for the Badgers after Wyatt Henson earned the tech fall.
Clean little outside step to a single leg there for Joe Zargo.
Now Zargo just needs one more takedown.
It seems every single shot he takes, he finishes so well. It's almost like he's not struggling. But, you know, Kapusta is no slouch. Zargo's just, you know, all gas, no brakes. Underhook here, looking for that ankle trip. Kapusta here with the arm whizzer. Zargo looking to finish that single leg. Climb out the back.
Zargo on the verge of the tech fall, and he has got it.
Once again, a tech fall for Joe Zargo. A tale as old as time.
A chance to give up that MAC title, but a really nice response for them to win 30-10 in that duel.
Absolutely. Up here right now, Luke Meschler versus Nick Stampoulos. It's a rematch last year when these two teams battled, and Stampoulos came out on top, 12-9. Meschler looking for the rematch.
And Meschler on the heels of a gutting loss to Joseph Antonio from Army. Meschler up by 6 with 12 seconds left, but reversal, near fall, and that was it.
Hand fighting here from the two wrestlers.
Stampoulos, the Buffalo transfer. Coachable in these low-scoring bouts. 4-2 decision against Wesley Barnes last time out.
Stoppage here from the refs. Must have been grabbing a little bit on the headgear.
Yep.
Back to the center. Fake snap by Meschler. Excuse me, fake shot.
Meckler 7-2 on the year. Another one of those Stoughton kids, like Nicola Rivera.
Continued hand fighting here. Closing in on halfway through the first period.
Stampoulos, redshirt junior, 6'3", or pardon me, 6'3" on the year, out of Kenilworth, New Jersey.
I was about to say, he doesn't look too tall.
Midway through period 1, still nothing.
Yeah, nobody's wrestling if you're 6'3". Wrestling's just short of
Yeah,
the sport of
that's
short
one of the more
people.
embarrassing ones.
One minute left in the first. Collar tie here from Stampoulos. Little snap here from Meckler. Very strong collar tie here from Stampoulos. Now he's got the deep. Never mind, not quite as deep as I anticipated underhook.
And Meckler continuing to break free. Another quick fix to the headgear. Still nothing so far.
Side attempt from Meckler.
Meckler marching back to the middle. Does someone have an attack to their name? Final seconds ticking down. Well, so we expected a defensive duel. That's exactly what we've had so far.
Yeah, Stampoulos really strong on that collar tie and that hand fighting. And Meckler, you know, doing a good job keeping that space early on. But if he wants to succeed later in this match when we get back to neutral, he's going to want to get those outside attacks going, those no-tie setups. Quick seal here from Meckler, looking to get his escape.
Oh, gets it quickly within 5 seconds.
Back on our feet here. Continued hand fighting.
Yeah, it's been the theme so far.
Little ankle pick attempts there from Meckler. Stampulos, just absolute bull on his feet. See if Meckler can get around after that snap down.
Oh, Meckler swings around and gets the takedown. Both wrestlers on their feet throughout the vast majority of this contest, but Meckler brings Stampulos to the mat.
Vince, do you think this takedown right here will be the deciding factor in this match?
Well, Stampulos, he's not known as someone who attacks a lot.
Tight waist here, looking from Meckler. Looking to pull in an inside wrist. He's got that hammerlock pin behind his back. Looking to switch hands here.
And Stampulos will, in all likelihood, start down in period number 3. So I think this would be a big potential escape point. But Meckler just has him in handcuffs right now.
He's got the hammerlock and he's got that leg in. Does not look comfortable if you're Stampulos. Stampulos gets that hammerlock back, frees his wrist. I feel like every time I say something, Vince, the opposite happens on the mat. Working the edge of the mat is Meckler. Claw ride. Looking to break him down and keep him in bounds. Chew up as much clock as possible.
Meckler gets the takedown, and there will be no escape to the ledger of Stampulos.
Not only that, but he accumulated a full minute of riding time. If he can hold on to that, that'll be good down the stretch. Stampulos looks angry.
We'll start at neutral.
See if Meckler can make some magic happen once more. Continued hand fighting here. No shocker. Looking for the front head is Stampulos. And there's the gator roll, looking for the come behind. Has the ankle, has the head. Meckler with some good out of bounds defense. Hitting a little bit of a split. Stampulos looking to drag him back in, but they're out of bounds.
It felt like Nick Stampulos got awful close to getting a takedown.
You know, I am a Badger fan, Vince, but I'm a wrestling fan, and he did a very beautiful gator roll.
Under 1 minute. Does Stampulos have a move in him?
And we're out of bounds. Stalling green. Staying on our feet here with 30 seconds remaining. Oh, low ankle shot by Stampulos. Getting a scramble here. Meckler looking to pull his leg out. If he can secure this takedown, that's going to be one extra team point. Looking at a major versus a minor decision. Short time here. Just got to fight those hands.
Now Stampulos holds on, but Meckler still wins it. A decision for the Badgers, their lead up to 14-5. We talked about before, Sean, how Lockhaven beat the Badgers last year, and that might have been the loss that sounded the alarm.
Some momentum. He beat Gunnar Filipowicz, might be butchering that name, from Army West Point. So he's looking to stay hot, keep that momentum going against a good Duncanson from Lockhaven.
And Chris Bono has said that Gable, he really has just connected the dots. The improvement from last year to this year has been tremendous. And something he said in particular is that Gable's fundamentals are a little bit different than most folks. It hasn't worked to his detriment thus far, almost like the chess player who runs with the gambit out the gate. But Duncanson now's got a leg.
Early on that leg, too. Looking for a high single, walks him to the edge of the mat. Looking to bring him back in.
Gotta think Duncanson wants as much room as possible before he strikes.
Close, but no takedown thus far.
Oh, and somehow Gable able
Gable
to
does
scoot
a
away.
great job defending that shot.
Gets a strong ovation from the Badger crowd on hand. Like we said before, this is a doubleheader, so once we're finished, don't go anywhere. Utah Valley will be taking on the Badgers immediately after. And looking ahead a little bit, Arizona State 2 days from now also comes to the Fieldhouse. That's a lot of wrestling in a short period for the Badgers here, Sean.
Absolutely. In their favor, however, it's all home matches. Good home team advantage going on there. But first, they got to get through Lock Haven.
Duncanson, the 3-time New York State high school champion. It's just so fun looking at this Ball Eagle squad. 8 of their 10 are from Pennsylvania. And Duncanson from Barton, New York, but that's only a 2-hour drive away. Stampulos, who we just saw from Kennelsworth, New Jersey, that's 3 hours away. So really everybody is local for this squad.
Yeah, something you don't see a lot of those big schools. Penn State recruiting from everywhere. Wisconsin doing a good job keeping some in-state talent. But Lock Haven is just a loyal bunch, I would assume. Gable here, deep on the single leg. Duncanson looking for a leg of his own. Can't quite get it.
Now the roles are flipped. Gable the one bringing Duncanson back to the middle.
Looking to finish that high single leg here. Looking to chop out that leg with his inside leg.
Both hopping away. Gable wants room to operate. Now he'll go to work.
Trying to close the gap here is Gable. Doesn't quite get it. Looking for a dump now. Transitions outside. Duncanson attempts the roll. Doesn't get it. Takedown for Cody Gable.
Terrific job from Cody Gable, the redshirt junior. And we saw Duncanson in that very similar position when he got Gable's leg out the gate, but Gable able to scoot away somehow.
Just miraculous defense by Cody Gable. Defense and offense.
Gable 5-1 on the year. Duncanson 8-5.
20 seconds left in the first period.
Gable holding on strong. Can Duncanson find a way to get back to his feet? Seems like he's content to take this to period number 2. Back and forth so far, but you gotta say Duncanson proved that he's capable of launching an effective attack.
It's definitely there. Gable got the best of him in that situation. Looking to add on to his lead now in the second period, going down. Duncanson looking for the cradle. Gable looking to extend Duncanson's grip, get his escape, and that's what he'll do. On our feet here in the second period, 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Some scrappy wrestling here on the edge of the mat. Stalling against Cody Gable for fleeing the mat.
You think that was worth it for him? It seemed like he knew what he was doing there.
He did know what he was doing. Good wrestling. Sometimes you just got to give up those stall calls. But Duncanson is still in this match. As
absolutely.
Showcased by that good deep ankle shot.
That was Gable who initially pulled the trigger.
Gable looking for that quick underhook slide by. Cody Gable very much liking that underhook setup. Going for an outside sweep now. Let's go with that leg. Looking for it again. Locks up his hands. Looking to finish out the back. Hooks the ankle. Got to push that knee. Clear his head. Swims his head and gets the takedown.
Gable has done it again. The lead now up to 7. Plenty of ride time to his name as well.
Looking to cut him here is Gable. Another shot off the whistle. Not the whistle, excuse me, off the escape. potentially giving up a takedown. Looking to fly and squirrel around the back. Almost gets it, out of bounds.
Well, the last time Duncanson had to head to the center, he took a second, and I think the official will have him hustle over a little bit. You can tell he's exhausted. He's gotten very close to getting a takedown against Gable, but
stingy, stingy defense. Short time here left in the second period. Gable's in a dangerous position. Duncanson pushes Gable out and gets his first stalling point of the match, his second stalling call. 4 seconds left.
Gable a takedown in the first, takedown in the second. It's definitely not out of reach for Ousmane Duncanson, but he's going to need to start landing one of these suckers.
Start of the third here at at the field house. Cody Gable doing some hand fighting here, looking to pry a wrist out.
You got to think, Sean, he's going to try and keep Duncanson on the mat as long as possible.
Just keep working up that riding time. Stalling call against Ousmane Duncanson.
There was a stalling called on Gable earlier on. And for a round with multiple stalling calls, it's been active so far. An escape for Duncanson. It's down to 4, but obviously he's going to need a takedown. One minute left in period number 3. Wisconsin leading 14-5 in the duel. 5-0 on the year. The reigning champion of the Middle American Conference, Lock Haven Bald Eagles at 2-1.
Gable looking to come out the back door, out of bounds. Back to the middle here. 45 seconds left in the match.
Again, Duncanson taking his time.
Deep shot here from Cody Gable, looking to finish that single leg. Stingy defense by Duncanson, back to their feet.
You can hear Scott Moore, head coach of the Bald Eagles, saying, move your feet. Another stall called. That'll be a point for the Badgers.
10 seconds left in the third period. Cody Gable deep on another shot, looking to finish, accumulate some bonus points.
Gable wants the major, but he will not quite get it. He'll have to settle for a decision. That said, Cody Gable moving to 6-1 on the year. Duncanson to 8-6. CAA D1 Scholar All-American. And Luke Condon 5-3 on the year. From Poway, California, redshirt sophomore. Bass, on the other hand, experienced grad student.
Ooh. Quick low single here from Avery Bassett, looking to finish that. Luke Condon looking to get a roll through into a scrambling situation, does not get it. 3-point takedown for Avery Bassett. Luke Condon working to his feet now, gets the escape. Bassett accumulated just 9 seconds of riding time. Luke Condon working from the front headlock position. Looking to get some misdirection, work behind. Referee hovering around that little scramble there, so ready to call a stalemate.
Both wrestlers back to work. Bassett with the early takedown, giving him the advantage early on.
Luke Condon looking for double unders here. Small fake from Bassett.
One minute left in period one. Early fireworks. But since then, it has been a defensive duel to say the least.
40 seconds left in the first period. Continued hand fighting from both wrestlers. Avery Bassett deep on a shot. Luke Condon looking to get his hips down and his feet back. Bassett with the low underhook.
You could tell Condon was trying to spin around and give himself a lead to end period one, but Bassett maintains his advantage.
Yeah, when Bassett has that arm hook, it's very difficult to circle around, but if you overcommit, he's just going to pull that down to the mat, throw you for a little fireman's dump, take you for three.
And Condon will start down. It's amazing just how some of these wrestlers, their past experiences shape their shot or their style, shape what they go through. And for Condon, he's had to deal with a lot. Did you see his fun fact on the Wisconsin team page?
I did not.
Massive fan of the Los Angeles Clippers, poor guy.
Oh, man, especially what they're going through right now.
Also said on there, for another fun fact, it just said, I like lizards.
He's a man of class.
Yeah, how big of a fan you got to be of lizards to make that be your official fun fact on your team page?
Are you saying you don't like lizards, Vince?
No, I like
big
lizards as much as the next guy is Condon.
Probably not as much as Luke Condon. All right.
Well, Condon started down, but able to slither away. But you could tell that there was some instructions here from Scott Moore on the right side of your screen.
Back to the center here. Ooh. Deep shot attempts from Luke Condon, working off that side angle. He's got his arm around the waist. Bassett with the whizzer. Condon looking to finish that sweep single almost. Right now attacking the head. If you're Luke Condon right now, you can't commit too hard to this, or you will be entertaining the fans in attendance tonight with a throw. And he shucks right by, gets his three-point takedown.
Condon takes the lead. He fought for it, and he got it. 1 minute left in period number two.
Luke Condon almost into dangerous territory. A little high, but settles back. Avery Bassett looking to fight hands, get back to his feet. Condon doing a good job staying behind and covering the hips. Bassett working towards the edge of the mat. Condon maintains possession. 28 seconds left in the second period. A little excitement off the whistle.
Bassett among the best in the MAC, 12-3 on the year. A quick escape to his name.
See if there's any takedowns to close out the second. Misdirection by Bassett, looking to finish that single leg. Condon looking to hold on for 1 second.
Oh, you could see what Bassett was eyeing up. But to no avail, Condon holds on and heads to period 3 with a rager thin margin.
Avery Bassett going back down on bottom. Looking to keep that strong ride, little roll. Bassett looking for the reversal, and he gets it.
Bassett has retaken the lead. Now the pressure back on Condon to respond.
Condon in a predicament here. Looks like he's got his leg split. Bassett doing a good job keeping those hips split. Prevents Condon from getting his hips out from under him.
You got to think the grad student Bassett knows how to hold on to a lead. We'll move to 13-3. He can keep this redshirt sophomore on the mat for a minute 20 longer.
Potentially dangerous. Got to watch the angle that Condon's knee was at. Condon, fresh start on bottom. Minute and 14 seconds remaining in the third period.
You guys say that's a big advantage for Condon.
Yeah, fresh start.
Yeah.
And he's taking advantage of it back to his feet.
Condon breaks free and we are tied. 6 apiece, a minute 5 in period 3.
Luke Condon looking to get to work. Riding time no longer a factor. More hand fighting. 35 seconds left in the third period.
You got to figure someone will strike with the clock ticking down.
Short time here. Bassett on one knee, back up to his feet. Luke Condon looking for some movement. Condon with the head position, looking for some action. Catches that underhook.
And we will need more than 3 periods to determine the victor here.
Let's see what these boys have left in the tank.
Bassett took the early lead. Condon in response. And Bassett, that reversal to start the third, so clutch.
Luke Condon looking for that wrist. Avery Bassett with a shot. Luke Condon attempted re-attack. Bassett with the low single attempt. Keeping that arm trapped under the body. Condon gets out of that with a bull rush. Looking for that outside leg. Avery Bassett with the crotch lock.
Both coaches on their feet.
In these scramble positions, higher hips are going to win.
Bassett is close.
He's got that ankle
Got
hooked,
him.
and he got the takedown.
Avery Bassett, the grad student, moves to 13-3, a well-earned victory over the Wisconsinite. That'll take the score to 17-8. Second round victory for the Bald Eagles.
Blood, so far, dominant showing. Looking towards this next match at 184. Cale Anderson versus Sam Gautreau.
Gautreau 7-5 from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Anderson 4-4 from Viroqua, Wisconsin. And Anderson initially hopped in the portal this offseason, just wanted the opportunity to get on the mat more, and Wisconsin kept him, and now he started every single contest for him.
Early shot here by Gautreau. Good defense by Cale Anderson. Gautreau with that underhook.
And he's coming off of a high-scoring affair, a 16-12 decision against Adrian Gassick.
Ooh, blast double from Gautreau. Anderson with the underhook. Looking to make something happen. Seems to be the story of the night, Vince. Just slow moving on their feet and heavy hand fight.
When you think back to that Zan Fugit, Gable Strickland in round 2, just been a battle of technique so far. You can see the improvement from the Badgers, but if Lockhaven is going to come away with this duel, they're going to have to, in all likelihood, win the next 3.
What are they, down 9 right now?
You did that math in your head, 17 minus 8?
Hey, that's where it gets tricky, Vince. That's where the double digits come in. Cale Anderson with an outside sweep attempt. Get some motion right now. Both wrestlers fighting for position, looking for collar ties. Underhook for Gautreau. Sweep single attempt by Gautreau. Re-attack attempt by Anderson. Back on her feet, no change.
Seen aggressiveness from both wrestlers early on, but nothing that has landed. 30 seconds left in period 1.
Gautreau looking for a front headlock. Cale Anderson nearing the edge of the mat here. Anderson looking comfortable from that tripod position. He's caught Gautreau's tricep from that underhook, and they're back on their feet. Anderson doing a good job returning to the center of the mat. 3 minutes down, and the score remains 0-0 going in the second. Anderson choosing bottom. Quick quad pod from Anderson, looking to fight some hands, get an escape, and he does just that.
As we said before, Gautreau's last match totaled 28 total points, so it just kind of goes to show why we love this sport so much. Every round, every bout brings something new to the table.
Beautiful timed blast double from Gautreau. Secures the 3-point takedown, working the edge of the mat here. Gautreau looking for a half. Anderson fighting, and they're out of bounds. 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the clock as Cale Anderson returns to the center of the mat to start back on bottom.
The major experience gap between these two wrestlers. Gautreau, the redshirt freshman. Anderson, redshirt senior. The senior gets the escape point.
Yeah, as you see Gautreau go for that mat return, Anderson does a great job of doing a little Granby roll, get himself some space, and it works right to his advantage as he gets that escape. Anderson staying on the attack here. Might have overcommitted as Gautreau gets deep in a shot. Anderson looking for some heavy hits, trying to circle, spin that corner. Looking for ankles. Anderson pushing on Gautreau's hips. Stalemate.
Yeah, I can see Anderson just trying to break that lock, but to no avail. 20 seconds left, period 2.
Gautreau gets that outside sweep single, elevates the leg. Anderson looking to defend, gets his legs back. Anderson now has the overhook. Let's go. Looking for that outside single, doesn't have it. Anderson looking to wait it out in a front headlock and end the period.
That will do it for period 2. We head to the third. Goutreau, 1-point lead. And as we said before, Goutreau needs to win this to keep Lock Haven in the meet.
Goutreau going down. Anderson doing the optional start. Diamond on the back. And Goutreau gets the easy escape. Goes for the blast double to no avail. Anderson with the attempted misdirection. Goutreau trying to spin behind as the two wrestlers square back to their feet. Blast double attempt from Goutreau. Blast double of his own from Anderson. Goutreau with the deep left underhook, pulls it back. Snap down from Anderson. Looking for something here. High crotch attempt from Anderson. Good defense from Goutreau.
Anderson's been hunting since the first whistle. Now 1 minute left to get a takedown.
Goutreau with the deep low ankle. Anderson does a good job of scrambling and getting it on his own ankle. Looking to bring that out, shelf it. Anderson looks to keep moving here, secure a takedown.
This Badger team is on its feet. Anderson has came close, but nothing, no finish so far.
Shelves the leg, looks to shelf the leg, excuse me. Looking to work out of bounds here, shuck it by. Reaches for the leg, doesn't quite get it. 15 seconds left, does he have it in him?
Goutreau needing to survive just 15 more seconds. Anderson keeping that foot on the mat, just not much room to operate. We'll see what kind of move he has to his name with 7 seconds left.
Anderson looking to push the pace here.
And Goutreau will let the clock tick to zeros. Lock Haven stays alive. A terrific defensive performance from Sam Goutreau. Class number 27 ranked Wyatt Ingham for the Badgers against number 32 ranked Tucker Hogan. Ingham, the redshirt freshman from Amory, Wisconsin. Hogan, a sophomore from Douglasville, Pennsylvania.
Some heavy hands to start the match here. Little elbow pass here from Hogan. Mean club from Wyatt Ingham. Wyatt Ingham looking for that low ankle. Unsuccessful. Good defense from Tucker Hogan. Looking to make something happen out of the front head. Still nothing. Hogan still operating out of that front head, circling. Stalemate.
Yeah, not much either could do there.
Wyatt Ingham getting a little antsy there. Ooh. Nice high crotch attempt from Wyatt Ingham. Getting rolled around here. Hogan doing a good job scrambling, staying alive. Reaching for that far ankle.
Ingham wants swipes. Won't get it, and somehow Hogan is back on his feet. But now a takedown to Wyatt Ingham. It felt like he was on the verge of collecting some serious points earlier on in that exchange, but he did not give up right on the edge of the mat. Momentum-changing takedown.
Great job there, you know, keep wrestling. Obviously, that wasn't the takedown you intended to shoot, but, you know, just wrestling through those positions and working to the edge of the mat. Getting behind him as quickly as you can, going for that mat return also didn't work, and then great job wrestling on the edge of that mat here. More theatrics from Hogan.
Ingham 5-3 on the year. Hogan 7-3. Ingham listed at 6'2". Just a lot of length. He's been using it well so far.
Ingham looking for that claw ride, trying to keep Hogan down. So far, he's been successful. Switching off to that leg, opening up an opportunity for Hogan to hit a little peek outside, try to go behind. Appears we have locked hands. We'll let this play out. And that'll be a point for green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I thought you were right too on that one, Sean.
Maybe we are just waiting for them to update the score.
Well, in the meantime, we're back to work. 3-0, 20 seconds left, period 1. And Coach Bono's pointing at the score right now. I think he saw that as well. It reads 3-0 right now.
It should be.
And that's where it will remain in the meantime.
Short time looking to end out the period.
Well, it was a bizarre period number 1, the one that Wyatt Ingham will undoubtedly take. Got the takedown, no escape to Hogan.
Good job finishing that period on top. Securing a minute of riding time. Could be crucial later on, but there's still plenty of match left. Starting period 2 on their feet as well. Early shot out of the gate from Ingham. Little snap down from Ingham. Outside attempt from Ingham. Looking to reattack. Gets deep on a double leg. Looking to secure the takedown, and he gets his takedown.
Second takedown of the match for Wyatt Ingham.
Ingham's been doing a really good job chain wrestling. You know, that first shot isn't always there, but that second shot will be. You know, he started off with that low single attempt, transitioned right into a double leg, and ended up right on top.
That's how he got that first takedown as well. And a great job of sticking with it early on. And the rankings show that this is expected to be a very close bout. Just what does Tucker Hogan have to do to get back into this one, Sean?
For starters, he's got to get off his hands and knees, get onto his feet. He's doing a good job quad potting right now, but you know, he's still got the remainder of this period as well as the next to score some takedowns, maybe get a couple swipes in there, really chew down on that lead. Ingham looking like a bear on top, looking for that arm bar. Transitioning, looking to dig out that wrist. Crossface from Ingham. Hogan back up to his base. Claw ride from Wyatt Ingham. Hogan back to his feet. Ingham looking to keep him down on his hands and knees. Ingham doing a good job staying on top and wrestling on the edge. You know, nearly an escape, but Ingham closes that distance, brings him right back down.
And period number 2 ends up period number 1 did. Wyatt Ingham with a takedown and not allowing an assist to Tucker Hogan.
Escape, you mean?
Or, geez, escape. I was so close.
Start of period 3. Wyatt Ingham standing up, fighting hands. Almost free, fighting hips now. Back down to his base, back up to his feet. Fighting hands once again, but Hogan doing a good job of keeping him down. Almost a reversal.
Oh. Now, Coach Bono wanted the reversal, and now we have a challenge thrown. That was Scott Moore. Tossed that brick well into the center. It was a laser.
Yeah, a little frisbee toss. You know, if this coaching thing doesn't work out, he might have a career.
Well, loss of control will be the challenge. Yeah, it seemed like Tucker Hogan, he was getting close to some points to his name.
Yeah, he was really grinding it out there. You know, looking at the replay, you can see Wyatt Ingham going for that escape, but Scott Moore.
There's the brick.
Throwing that, heaving that brick. Yeah, just looking at the replay there.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see obviously why there was no reversal. Well, we'll see if. Well, Scott Moore won his challenge earlier on. See if he can go 2 for 2.
He gets the escape. 2 for 2 is Scott Moore. Oop. Little eye poke there. Ref stoppage.
I don't believe Lockhaven did win that challenge. The brick is gone, so I believe the challenge was unsuccessful.
Resulting in the escape for Ingham. Little reattack from Tucker Hogan. See what he can make of it.
Oh, Ingham the roll through. What a job to get on top.
Pristine hips to secure that three-point takedown. You don't see that every day, Vince. Looking to ride out here.
Wisconsin 1 minute away from clinching a victory in this meet. Lockhaven thoroughly defeated the Badgers last year. And now it's Wisconsin's turn to attack. They have done it consistently all evening.
Yeah, stalling call here against Tucker Hogan as Ingham continues to work that. What appears to be he was working for a figure 4. Transition to an armbar. If you can take those big steps and get out in front, you're going to be looking at a fall.
Ingham has 20 seconds left. We'll see how he plays this. In line for the major decision, but he might want more.
Hogan doing a good job of limp arming out.
Crowd getting loud here in the field house. Wyatt Ingham, a decisive victory over Tucker Hogan, and Wisconsin will move to 6-0.
With your heavyweight. Crazy things happen. Entertaining for the crowd. No place I'd rather be.
Amos from West Virginia, so no surprise there's some John Denver playing.
Early shot from Braxton Amos.
And Amos has competed for Team USA at the national level in the past. He wrestled at 197 a few years back. But he's been dominant no matter what weight class he's been in.
Some hand fighting early on to start out this last match against Lockhaven. Little snap here from Satellano. High crouch attempt from Amos. Looking to create some action. Close out the duel.
Wisconsin has taken 6 of the 9 rounds. And again, there's a lot of new wrestlers for this Badger team who weren't wrestling consistently last year, but just for Wisconsin to rebound the way they have, Sean, against a team that beat them convincingly a year ago, you got to think that trajectory arrow for the Badgers right now is pointing straight up.
Oh, absolutely. You know, don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Got to finish out Lock Haven first, but the Badgers are looking pretty strong going into Utah State right after, or excuse me, Utah Valley right after this.
Yeah, that will be directly after this meet is finished. And for Lock Haven as well, some strong performances to their name. You got to say most notably Curtis Nelson did a heck of a job against Nicola Rivera. But Rivera did ultimately earn a decision. Wyatt Henson a tech fall against Carson Exford. So you got to think that Lock Haven, they've lost some great wrestlers. Had 3 players win the MAC, or 3 wrestlers win the MAC last year. 2 graduated. But you got to say, Sean, they should be right in that mix for the MAC this season.
MAC is always competitive. The MAC is always fun to watch. But about 25 seconds remaining in the first period here. So far, no action.
Both wrestlers taking their time. We'll see if anyone will launch an attack in the final 10. But it seems like both parties content to head to period number 2.
Braxton Amos is pod. Fights hands and gets his point. Back on our feet.
Didn't take Amos long. Now he's back on the attack.
Amos looking for an outside shot. Sadalano doing a good job of clearing all of Braxton Amos's ties. Motion attack by Braxton Amos.
Gotta give some credit to Sotolano taking on the number 9 wrestler in the nation at the heavyweight weight class. He's hanging in there.
Yeah, he's doing a good job keeping this match close. Got to be frustrated if you're Braxton Amos, though. Not where you want to be right now. Amos continuing to work that collar tie. Doing some more hand fighting. Sadalano once again clearing that collar tie.
"20 seconds left in period 2. It has been not exactly a jaw-dropping excitement in this one thus far.
Not what I had previously anticipated. This match is making me look quite foolish ahead of time. But, oh, little chippy.
Yep.
Once again, Vince, every time I say something, it immediately contradicts itself on the mat.
You're the best at what you do.
What can I say? Cade Sadalano, after a little bit of a decision-making period, will opt to go on his feet to close out this duel.
So what do you think the strategy was behind that?
Not quite sure. I think they're banking on him getting a takedown, or just, you know, if the duel is chalked as it is right now, maybe just getting some good experience against a guy like Braxton Amos. But
yeah, it's surprising because, I mean, strategy seemed to be start down and tie it with an escape, but I guess Scott Moore put some pressure on his redshirt junior.
you know what they say, though, pressure makes diamonds, so
Oh, the headgear is off. It is tossed to the Wisconsin coaching staff. Sean, this has been feisty.
A little spicier than I had anticipated, no? No points, but not a lot of points, excuse me, but definitely not a boring match as we look to close it out here.
Scott Moore angrily speaking with the official. Things getting real chippy to round us out.
From the looks of it, I think Sotolano's headgear must have broke. Looking for a replacement.
I think that might have been what Scott Moore was talking about with the officials, maybe fighting to make sure that his players had proper equipment, but he was really fiery, and he's back over the officials. And now I think you might have exchanged words with the Wisconsin coaching staff. Give you another look and see Amos just launched it.
Little flick of the wrist there. You know, first with Lockhaven throwing the challenge brick. Braxton Amos fires back, throwing the headgear.
It's been a very projectile-based match so far, and a point will go to Sotolano. So we are tied.
As we continue to have headgear troubles.
Sotolano again having trouble with the headgear.
Man, hometown crowd is fed up.
And here we go, a minute 18 left. Wisconsin entered this meet with revenge on their mind. Lockhaven a chance to pull off a monster upset to close it out, but Amos driving through.
Deep on a shot here, looking to finish out. Seemingly feeding off the crowd's energy. He's got the single leg, looking to elevate it.
Amos with 1 minute to work.
Nothing yet.
Almost got the takedown, but Sotolano scampers away, and now Amos secures.
Big thing here, Amos has to finish this match out smart. No more of those unwanted points going to Sotolano. Keep pressure forward. Keep Sotolano's weight on his hands.
Sotolano has fought hard. It's going to be an uphill battle for him. Step one, getting back on his feet, but Amos, one of the best in the nation. No intention of letting go.
Got short time here. Sotolano wants anything to happen. He's got to do it right now.
Final seconds ticking down, and Wisconsin will stamp the exclamation point on what was a terrific performance. Braxton Amos, an unusual yet decisive victory over Cade Sotolano, and Wisconsin finished as 24-11.
Glad to see Wisconsin got the revenge they wanted. Some decisive victories